Okay, LightGrunty here with the third match against Yoshi Islands. So he uses a different team. He uses a different team all three times, but I use the same team all three times, which sort of puts me at a disadvantage, but it doesn't matter. I really needed to test this team out. So I decided to lead with Miltank, because I see he's got like a mess load of Stealth Rock weaknesses that I could exploit. So I just go right away for a Stealth Rock. And waiting for him to decide. I think he switches out for Ariados. Which I'm like, okay, it's an Ariados. I have no idea what... I really don't know anything about them except that they're like bug poison, I think, and then they have spider web. That's all I know. So I'm like, I don't know what to expect. So I'm like, okay, I'm pretty sure Arcanine can take whatever attacks that this thing has, and if he wants to trap me with spiderweb, then I'm okay with that. But he poison jabs and it doesn't even do half, so I'm like, okay, I'm happy about that. And that was with stab, right? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it looks like it had stab. So I get my Salac Berry after he sucker punches. Like I said, I didn't really know what to expect, so I just have to try and kill it. So he dies from Flamethrower and throws in his Lapras, which I'm like, it's Lapras. So I have to, I was thinking, should I endure before I reversal, or should I just reversal? Because I'm not sure if he was going to attack. Because, I mean, Laprases can do anything they want to. And he Thunderbolts. I'm like, okay. I don't know why he would Thunderbolt. I mean, there's Surf, but maybe he just has Thunderbolt Ice Beam. I don't know. So send in Rotom. I'm like, okay, I can kill him really easily with Thunderbolt, because this Rotom is Spect. And his hidden power, for those of you who don't know, is Fire. It's really awesome. He's like the oven Rotom that I can't use in PBR, but he has hidden power Fire, which is really awesome. And he gets a Quick Claw. The Lapras gets a Quick Claw and Ice Beam. It almost kills Rotom. I'm really glad that it didn't, because otherwise it would have been terrible. So now Rotom's like dead practically, and he's stuck on Thunderbolt. So throws in Swellow, and I'm like, I don't know why. I'm assuming that Swellow's faster than Rotom, so I'm just like, okay, I'll switch him out, because he's probably just gonna Brave Bird or something. So I shift out Rotom, throw in Gale, get the Intimidate to basically cancel out Guts. He uses Aerial Ace, which does nothing. So I'm like, okay, that's good. He burns himself. And I'm like, oh, what should I do? What should I do? What should I do? And I decide to Roost, because I know I can stall him out for his burn. So it does like less than half. And then, yeah, it does less than half, and I heal basically everything back with Roost. And I'm thinking, he might, and he switches, which kind of made the Roost pointless, but it's even that little speck of health helps me later in the match. So I don't know what to expect. I'm probably just thinking Night Slash, Ice Punch, Break, something. So I decide to Feather Dance, because I'm expecting an Ice Punch. I'm like, maybe I should switch to Regice, but what if he breaks, but then I can switch to Rotom, but what if he doesn't break, and I'm just like, okay, I'll just leave Staraptor in. And his Ice Punch does too much, so I have to Feather Dance, and it drops his attack to half, which is great. I'm like, if I switch, what if he breaks? And I'm just like, I'm thinking too much. So I'm like, okay, if Gale dies, I can Roost. Maybe he won't die. Still thinking, what should I do? It's probably the longest turn I've ever had. Just thinking, like, what should I do? But I decide to Roost. And he Night Slashes, which leaves Gale alive with just a speck of health, which is all it needs to Roost. It's like, yes, he didn't kill me. I always say that Night Slash should have 90 power instead of 70, but I'm glad it has 70 now, just because of that. Because, I mean, like, Night Slash has 70, but Leaf Blade has 90, like, how's that fair? So I Roost again, and back to full health, and his Yanmega takes a huge chunk from the Stealth Rock. So I Brave Bird, and I want to kill it, because it's a Yanmega. I don't like Yanmega. But he detects, which is essentially protect. It's like, is there any difference? I mean, the types don't even matter. So he Hypnosis, but I have a Lumberry, which I'm like, yes, he used Hypnosis, even though I really hated it. I was glad. That means he wasted his turn, and I could kill his Yanmega. And he throws in something else. Throws in his Swellow. Takes huge amounts of damage from the Stealth Rock. So I'm like, maybe I should switch, but I just decide to Roost, because I know a Facade or a Brave Bird's going to do a lot of damage. It does too much. I'm like, it did too much, now it can kill me. But I could stall him out for a burn. So I'm just like thinking, I'll switch into Rotom in case he Facades, but he decides to give up. And that's the game.